Hey guys, what's going on? Sincere here with whoissincere.com. I just finished doing an excellent video actually, about this video here on TYT. London police shooting San Bernardino and liberal media. Now I'm only 15 minutes into this and I tried to share it out. When I tried to share it out, I got the ugly youtube.com box through, Facebook, and I tried to put the link in several times and it wasn't working out for me. So I realized that everybody else must be having that same problem. So I came into my Facebook for developers and I put in the YouTube address and I did the show existing scrape information. It was scraped about 12 hours ago, which was roughly about, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And it had no information in the tag section, no information in the title section. It was just pretty much giving error codes for the sharing of the information. And so it was giving no specifics of what this actually was, and the share would pop up with no picture and just say youtube.com. So I explained in the last video before, it didn't work out. When I finished it, for some reason it didn't work. But I explained in the last video that we're in a situation right now of we're being limited as far as freedom of speech. If that freedom of speech isn't going to be limited in the sense of politicians making those choices, well, politicians are working with these social media giants and those choices are still being made, but they're just being made without any laws being passed. So what you have to understand is when a guy like this, who has 2.5 million subscribers, over 2 billion views on YouTube, one of the best and the biggest alternative media names out there. When a guy like this drops a video comparing how UK police take care of their situations versus how American police take care of their situations, much worse, it's an influential tool. People will look at this video and say, wait a second, maybe I've been looking at this wrong all along. Let me get some more information. They'll start to question what they saw on Fox. They'll start to question what they saw on NBC. They'll start to question these things. And they'll say, wait a second, maybe I'll start thinking with my own brain, or even better, maybe I'll start following the Young Turks online. Okay? So what our government and what our corporations want is not that. They want us to listen to the official narrative that's being put out, and he's doing everything besides the official narrative. So I respect people that keep it real. I respect liberal media. I respect people that don't mind saying what it is. I respect people with conservative values too. But at the end of the day, we have to be honest about this. We have to look at this for what it is. So when we're being silenced, they want us to be more conservative. But they want us to be conservative in a way where our allegiance and our loyalty lies within government and law enforcement. It's a really sick thing to hear. It's a sickening thing to know. It's very twisted. It's very perverted and distorted. But this is reality, people. This is what's going on. Government is the new religion. And if you're not following the government, well, you're just not in. And then they have law enforcement people that'll make sure to let you know that you're not in. It sounds very Nazi-ish, doesn't it? So we should have a little bit of fear, but we should also, out of that fear, start gathering some unity, some equality to go ahead and start fixing these situations. So I'm ranting a little off topic. So let's get back to exactly why we're here. Now, this video from a huge giant like the Young Turks and Chink on YouTube, I mean, they have no problems with any of their videos. Well, as far as I know, no problems with any of their videos going onto these large social platforms. There's no reason why it should show up on Facebook and just be youtube.com and not put in any of the personal identifying information of what this video is, what the video is about, and a picture, some kind of picture showing the show. Okay, there's no reason for it. Now, 12 hours ago, Facebook picked it up. They scraped it for data. It came up with errors, or somebody behind the scenes in Facebook manually input the information that way. The reason for that is to minimize it. If you see something, a little ugly thing that says youtube.com, you're not going to click on it because it's not giving you the identifying information of what you're clicking on. Okay? So with that being said, I went ahead and took, the initiative to go ahead and scrape this video. And this is what I'm going to leave a link below for you guys. I wish you would have seen this in the last video. My buddy was sitting here with me while I was doing the last video, but that was about 11 minutes long. This will be shorter. But I just scraped this probably now in about 7 or 8 minutes ago. So I'm going to scrape it again, and I'm going to show you the information that should show up once this is scraped the right way. Okay. Now this is what should show up if it's scraped the right way. And I wasn't expecting it not to show up because I had already done it anyway. All right. So you can actually reach out to Chink and tell him that I fixed his video for him. Now, the reason why he wouldn't have known that this is, broken is because I'm sure that, Facebook and other social media giants like Twitter, I'm sure that they have people behind the scenes that are exploiting. So if the government is working with Facebook and Twitter, what better thing to do than to put a person in there that's going to watch certain channels and watch for what certain channels say, so that they can manipulate the settings, the incoming settings of that information into the social platform. Why wouldn't they hire a guy like that? Why wouldn't they? If I know that knowledge, of course they know that knowledge. Of course they have somebody that's watching the incoming data. It's not just algorithms. Some of this stuff is being manually done. Some of these people are being manually watched. Real eyes. So with that being said, and if we know without a shadow of a doubt that these are the facts, then what we need to do is to say, okay, we need to understand how to combat it, in short. Okay? Because we don't want to be sharing things out and we want the world to see it, but at the same time, no one's going to see it because it doesn't show up properly because they, purposely mess with the open graph properties. Okay? So I'm going to leave a link below for you guys. I know you're not Facebook developers. You don't have to be. All you need to do is know how to copy and paste the YouTube code or whatever link it is. Say you're on a news article. If you're on a news article, the same things happen. Those incoming articles, I know I've seen plenty of articles that have great information. You go to share it into Facebook and the most crazy thing pops up. They're manually manipulating the data behind the scenes, guys. And if you want to know how they're doing it, just go here and hit show existing scrape data on any link that you put in there. You see what I'm saying? Show the existing scrape data. See what pops up when you do it. If it's broken, if there's red errors down below, there's a problem. Fetch the new scrape data immediately. It'll go in. It takes 2 seconds and the new information should draw right off of the page and update. You understand what I'm saying? So just by the fact alone that it works after you do it manually yourself lets me know that there's probably somebody manually behind the scenes that's in cahoots with, of course, these social media giants, Facebook, Twitter, and I'm talking about somebody in the office, in the Facebook office. If that, it's probably a team of people. I'm just going to keep it real with you. We'll never know this. We're not in that office. And if they already work with the government, like I said, why wouldn't they monitor certain information and shut it down? They don't have to pass laws when they can do things like this because they can change your mind. That's what this is all about, marketing. These are marketing giants, marketing geniuses. They have a whole different level of thinking. Okay? So we can get a little bit deeper as far as what that thinking is called. I'll be doing that. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you now, it's called the Medici effect. Study the Medici family. I'm doing a little documentary on that right now. So it's called the Medici effect. Look at who Frans Johansson is. He teaches it all around the world. Okay? So I just gave you the name. Now ask yourself, who is Frans Johansson? He looks like he could be Obama's cousin. I'll let you guys run with that. For you guys who have just watch this video and taking your time to figure out how to fix this, these crappy things that they're doing to us. I'm going to leave a link below for you guys that have taken the time. I just dropped you a nugget in saying Franz Johansson and the Medici effect. Okay? So stay tuned for more information about that. Make sure you share this video out. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check me out on whoissincere.com. And also check me out as far as I'm helping to re-engineer this broken economy, guys. I'm with a very morally centered, I have a very moral centered foundation in what I'm doing. And I'd like to have you come join me. I really would. I'm with the best thing in America. I promise you that. I just need you to come see it. So join me over at secretnewworld.com for more information about that. And as always, guys, stay alert, stay alive.